Well, welcome to another episode of Rock Flag and Hike with your host, Just Sean. Yes, that's my trail name. And I got some new sunglasses. Rock on. Well, coming out of Kennedy Meadows North, I'm done with the Sierra, done with Yosemite, ready for just, wow, the scenery is just totally different around here. That's where I came from. This is where I'm going. It's like night and day. Rocky Mountains to desert, and not exactly, but still a lot of amazing scenery, I'm sure, as I head into NorCal. I did not do a zero at Kennedy Meadows North, and I do not plan on any zeros for the foreseeable future. I don't know how long this section is going to be. All I know is I got 3 days of food packed. Also, no bear can. Yes. To get to South Lake Tahoe, and then from there, I don't know how far. But I guess I'll have to wait till the end of the episode to figure out what section this is. But yeah, body is good, mind is good. God, I love being out here. Good morning. Yes, there's snow around me. There's just the last dying patches of winter. Pretty hard pack, so traveling over it is easy. Yesterday I came across a hiker. She had been spraining her ankle pretty bad, but she's pretty determined to get out on her own. But she had been around in her tent for like a couple days, or just around that area for a couple days, and hadn't seen anybody else, which I can totally understand how that can be a little bit terrifying. But it also got me thinking, she hasn't seen anybody in a while. There's nobody ahead of me. I've been wondering this for a little bit, but I might be entering the tip of the spear for no-bow PCT hikers. Wasn't really, didn't really want to be the first one again, like on the AT, because it just, it's one of those things, just nothing to look forward to in terms of meeting other hikers. Eventually there should be Sobos coming through, but it's too early for them to start. I'm too far south, but I mean, it is what it is. If I got to be tip of the spear or the PCT, so be it. Toughen up, I'll take it on. But I actually think there might be a few other people in front of me. I know, just what I've been thinking about and what happens when you move the way that I do. So I'm also beginning to think that the sun never goes away in California. Huh. Coffee break. I don't think I've mentioned this in the last episode, but one of the audiobooks that I'm listening to right now is I think it's called Under the Indifferent Stars. It's about the Donner Party. Yeah, I mean, everybody knows about the Donner Party. It's a little weird listening to as you're going through these sections. But they're just getting to the part where they're starting to eat each other. Not gonna lie, sometimes it makes me want a big old steak. This is probably, I think this is more dangerous of a snow crossing than anything I came across in the Sierra, just because it's such a long descent without any rocks, and the snow is, you're not post holing through it, but you can see straight across there, and then how far you have to go down. Now, I'm not using ice axe, sent that home a while ago, and I'm not using my micro spikes either. You know, it's just one step at a time, but it's definitely a sketchy crossing. Only one way to do it though, you gotta walk across it. So just sitting here, drinking some water before my final push of the hill to a campsite a couple miles away. And the name of this, I don't know, peak, it's not really a mountain, no joke, is called the Nipple. Yeah, my campsite's gonna be near the Nipple. Love it. So this is the best view that I can get of the Nipple, and I laugh, but I totally understand why they call it the Nipple. Look at that. It's actually got a nipple. My campsite is going to be the best campsite ever for sure. Actually, I got a better view, and I don't know, maybe locally they call these mountains the Breast Mountains, and this one's the Nipple. But that one's got one too. All right, I'll stop talking about it. Ooh, look at this. I'm gonna have great views tonight. Yeah, you know, just another perfect day on the PCT. In other news, I have passed, or today, I will be passing 3,000 miles on my calendar year Triple Crown attempt. 3,000 miles. Man, so much has happened, and yet sometimes I feel like it was just last week I was sitting in the shelter at Amicalola Falls State Park, getting ready to sleep, just being like, wow, it's actually happening. I'm making my wild, crazy dreams come true. So, and also in the past year, I've hiked over 4,200 miles. That includes the PNT. And it's just incredible. To go from, you know, the PNT, just absolutely wrecking myself, and to being able to do what I'm doing now and feel the way that I feel. Holy shit. Life is grand. Yesterday I did a very comfortable 32 miles. I never thought I'd say that. But later today, I only have 20 miles to do to get into South Lake Tahoe, where it's just gonna be touch and go. I'll stay there the night, but we'll be back out on the trail tomorrow. Like I said, no more zeros for a long time. They're very disruptive to the rhythm of the hike. So to do a resupply there, plan the next section. But yeah, it's another just gorgeous day. Oh, by the way, the deer out here are super aggressive. All they did is just like circle my tent all night. I can hear them breaking branches all around. It's like they're just waiting for the right opportunity to. Yeah. Oh, hey, Carson Pass. Cool. It's looking pretty smoggy over there. I can't see I don't know if there's a forest fire. Oh boy. Look at you, Lake Tahoe, you beautiful bastard way out there. This is such a great section. So I'm just coming out of South Lake Tahoe, and I'm really gonna enjoy this part up to Truckee. Lake Aloha. Oh yes, indeed. Oh, this is one of the most beautiful lakes I've seen. Holy shit. I think I have to go through that right there. Those are some crazy looking clouds. It's like, I feel like I'm entering into the gates of Mordor or some like Lord of the Rings reference. Those things looking evil. Look at that, got me some new shoes. Going back to the Timp 2.0s. These work actually really well now that I'm only wearing one pair of socks. Back on, oh man, mile 700 of the AT, I tried on a pair and they just didn't feel right. But I was wearing two pairs of socks then. Now with just a pair of Injinjis, my feet forgot how comfortable shoes can be with an actual sole. Unlike the Lone Peak 4.5s, which basically have no cushioning, these things are like walking on clouds. So hopefully they hold up, and so far I'm happy. And so are my feet. Happy feet, happy me. Got a little weather going on. Let's see what it looks like outside. Oh boy, it's gonna rain hard. That's okay. Well, seems like maybe there's not an insignificant storm that might come through. We got rain, hail, just a little bit, not too much, a little bit of wind. We'll see what happens. Could be exciting. Checking in on the weather. Oh, snow. Nice. Wow. So it went from sunny skies to partly cloudy, very windy, to rain, to hail, snow. And that's what it's doing now, just snowing. That's very interesting. Well, last night was fun. The storms rolled in. It rained and it hailed and it sleeted. There was a little bit of thunder, and then it snowed, or something like snow, for a good portion of the night, to the point where the snow was just sliding off my tent. I was warm. It was fun. I love sleeping in conditions like that. Getting up, not so much. Kind of gets me back to the AT. But there's not really much on the ground. It's just wild weather. So there's also a bunch of other people around. It's kind of cool to see tents scattered all over the place. So Desolation Wilderness, pretty cool place. I'd come back here for sure. How about that? Dick's Pass. Great name. What about that view? Going to be some epic ridgeline walking. I think it goes all the way across there. Oh yeah. This is great. Oh, Lake Tahoe's over there. Oh my god. I just blowing my mind. Everything frosted over last night and it was pretty cold, but man, I live for mornings like this. It's just amazing. Well, it's the morning and the caffeine is kicking, so what's on my mind? Well, this section I've done 2 days of 30+ mile days. Both of them were in the middle of getting into town. One was a 32 mile day, the day before getting into South Lake Tahoe. And then it was 30 miles yesterday. My stipulations for doing big mile days like that is that it's not when I'm getting into town and it's not when I'm getting out of town. And my body's been feeling really surprisingly good. A little bit of hip flexor stiffness in the morning, but way better than I felt in the past. I don't feel totally drained. The next section after Truckee is looking to be a little bit difficult for resupply. I'm not even sure how I'm going to do it. I think I have to send a resupply box forward, but it's definitely going to be a lot of miles. I may push my total section beyond what I've done before on the AT and PCT, which means I think that I'm going to be able to attempt multiple 30+ mile days in a row. I think I'm going to try to do a 4-day stint of 30+ miles. There's a section where it looks like it might be 150 miles between a reasonable supply point. I don't know. But I think I would Truckee to wherever. I am going to stop in at Sierra City just to load up on some town calories. But I think I'm just going to try to pack 5 to 6 days of food and haul ass for, 4 of those days and see if I can't crank out 120 miles in that. And then that could also translate into the biggest 1 week mileage total so far. It could be as much as 180, maybe 200, probably not 180. But you know, I have as I've talked about in the past, you know, loosening up that governor, pushing it to 41%. Yeah, when I think about doing 30+ mile days, I mean, it's a long day, but last night I got done at 6-ish. It's not bad. I woke up at 5:30. I was out of camp at 6. Took like a 20-minute nap at noon. But when I think about doing 30+ mile days, the first things that come to my mind is just kind of dread, a little fear. And it's like, oh, that's a lot of work to do. That's pretty hard. And considering how much I've hiked. So I'm trying to dismantle those feelings, those negative feelings, and replace them with at least something a little more positive. Like, oh, it's a challenge. I want a challenge. That's good. You know, and it's just walking. That's all it is. I'm not asking myself to run 30+ miles. I'm just walking all day. So that is where my mind is at. Getting into Truckee later today. Only 20 miles to do today. That's why I did the 30 miles yesterday. Get to go through the Donner Pass and all that. I finished The Indifferent Stars Above. Yes, that's the name of the book, I'm pretty sure. About the Donner Party. Great book. Really fascinating stuff. And now I'm going to be walking through that area. So pretty neat. Love learning about history like that. All right. This coffee's good. Let's crank out some miles. Looks like I might be doing a little skiing of my own down this slope. Shit. Hey, that wraps it up for episode 23. That was pretty amazing. I might have to come back to the Lake Tahoe area. I would definitely do Desolation Wilderness again. A beautiful section. See, I am heading into Truckee and into Donner Pass, and I have a date with a 40 of King Cobra, which is at a Donner ski ranch. Apparently all PCT hikers get a free 40, so of course I'm going to take advantage of that. That doesn't happen very often. Next section is going to be long and tough, and I have no idea how it's going to play out, but we're all going to find out. Until then, keep on blazing.